Tara's mum's minding summer today. Tara's going to a festival, I think. Where have you been today?
Walked the dogs down there and went to Pip and Frankie's for a coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Dad called me and he's like, "You ready to film this? Are we going to film it?" I'm like, "I'm out at breakfast."
Yeah, well, you're on call.
Yeah, I was saying to Liv, I was like, she's like, "Oh, what are we doing?" I'm like, "I just got to wait." And she's like, "Why?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm working." And she goes, "Oh, when?" I'm like, "I don't know."
You usually get Sundays off, but you had yesterday off.
Yeah, pretty much. I work, just not for you.
So I used to take like a nap in the day in the car, and like from about 1 o'clock get really tired. Sometimes 2. If I drive to Sydney, pull over on the side of the road, have a nap. Tara's mum saw that on the way home from Bondi to Bronte. This real thing with energy. So I started taking the pods a few years ago, sort of helped get my gut sort of moving right. And then met Tommy, created a meal plan, which I'm still working on. You've got to work on it constantly as you grow and as your body changes. But now, firing that hard, but it's very disciplined to do it. So I've got an abundance of energy now. When I was talking to Matt on the phone the other night, which is prompting me to do this, he said, "Mate, get so tired in the afternoon. I literally just crash." He runs the company, he's busy, like us all. But now I can see without the right energy levels, you're just not going to perform the best you can. And it's so demanding, just life in general. So if you want to train and you want to work and you got kids and you got family and you got all that sort of stuff, like every single thing you do, whether it's talking on the phone, whether it's training at the gym, any of that, it's going to require energy, mental clarity. So I'm on a huge mission right now, just the absolute pursuit of maximizing my energy position every day. I want bursting out the seams with energy, but it requires knowledge. And that's the bit that I'm learning. I want to explain something. So your microbiome is in here. It starts in your mouth all the way through. It's a bacteria. And what your microbiome is like a garden. You've got to take care of it. So if we just had all the landscaping done out the front. I've got to take care of that now. So the gardeners come every week, they make sure it's watered, they make sure it's taken care of. We're the same inside. So your microbiome is this garden that you've got to feed properly. When you eat something, takes out the good stuff, takes out the bad stuff, absorbs it and puts it into your blood, feeds your mitochondria. Now, I'm not a gut health specialist, but I'm just learning this at a rapid rate. But I'm experiencing it, I'm living it, I can see it. So in your cells, so each cell in your body, which makes up our entire body, there's 320,000 mitochondria, motors in each cell. And how they run determines how much energy you've got. That's what they do. They produce your energy. It's got to come from somewhere. So the better that runs, the more pumped it is, the more streamlined it is, the more fueled it is with good stuff, the better you're going to feel. And I've seen it over time. So a few years ago, I was literally struggling. Even though I was out there doing my thing, sleep wasn't good, energy wasn't great, clarity of mind wasn't great. I felt like I was running on vapors all the time. And then you'd have an okay day and then nothing, and then trying to go to bed, and I'd have insomnia all over the place. I'd go to the Bondi to Bronte and literally drive home and be falling asleep on the way back. I'd eat and I'd be like half asleep. So now I can see the link between what I put in here, the quality, the timing, what it is, if it's matched to me. That's why getting your bloods done is important, to match your foods to your bloods, because you might not need, some foods might not be good for you. I didn't know until Tommy did my bloods that I'm a celiac. I can't eat wheat. It's not good for me. I used to eat so many oats because I was like bodybuilding and things. It was bloating me. I always had like a semi-bloated stomach. My iron was low, and I mean really low, so I've been working on that. My B12, D3, all of this. I didn't know. I just thought I was eating like a bodybuilder should eat. Chicken and rice. I looked grey. No good. No good. Now I'm eating the right time, the right foods, the right structure, and I eat 2 meals a day, maybe 3, like a small third one. And I don't snack. I'm not hungry. I'm bursting with energy. But it takes understanding, commitment, and discipline to do this, and investing in the right foods. So I haven't eaten today. I go to bed at 8:30 every night on the dot. And if I'm running late, like last night we went out to dinner, but so it's 9 o'clock at night is the latest I'll go to bed. And then I'll sleep all the way through, temperature controlled room. I've done a sleep video, you can watch that. But you've got to see sleep as a chunk for energy. And then I don't eat until 8:30 in the morning. So I do a 14-hour fast every night just to get the digestive system cleaned out. Then I start with this drink, and I've only just recently put this in, but it's cacao from Colombia. We know what Jackson gets from Colombia. It's not that. So cacao, but it has all these mushrooms in it, like lion mane and all of this. This is how I start my day. First thing, every day. And the funny thing about gut health, the funny thing about energy, it requires structure and not much changes. You don't need me to drink this drink, but I never really drunk hot drinks. I don't drink coffee or anything, but I drink this to start. So your energy is directly related to what you eat, how it processes it, and how it fuels your mitochondria. No different than having a car and putting orange juice in your fuel tank and expecting it to run. It's not gonna. You can't even put unleaded in a diesel car, it'll blow it up. Every time I go to the pump, I'm like, check that it's diesel. You put the wrong petrol in, stuffs the whole car. Your body is the same. Even though you might be able to process it, you're gonna feel lethargic, you're gonna feel run down, you're not gonna perform at your best, your mind's not gonna be sharp. I'm better today at 52 than I was at 32. A million miles better, but it's taken a lot of work. When you drink alcohol, think about it. You've got bacteria in here that's doing its job. It's like a little city in there with everyone's got their own job doing stuff. You drink alcohol, it kills bacteria. It's a poison. So you're poisoning your gut. Okay, so your body's got to process that. Is it going to process it well? Not at all. That's why you feel terrible after you drink. Hangovers. You drink lollies, look at this. You know, the kids come over, they got these lollies, they want lollies. I'm not going to stop the kids doing, having that sort of stuff, but you put sugar in there. Sugar, in my opinion, is a poison. Sugar is no good for you. Processed sugar, no good for you. But you go through drive-through Macca's and drive-through KFC, convenient, but what's the cost to that? Your body's got to process it. Is your garden inside, if I threw a whole lot of Macca's on my garden outside the house here, is it going to absorb into the dirt and fertilize it really well? No, it's not. It's not good for it. And that's the way I see everything now. Whatever goes in here starts here, gets all absorbed and feeds the motors. How do I want my motors to run? If you do this really well, but you've got to consult with an expert to understand what you need to do. I used to have all my meal plan on the fridge here, but I live it now. I don't eat anything outside of my meal plan. There's no point. And have a look over here. All of these vitamins and things, this in the morning, all this sort of stuff, all of these things are for a reason. Not just because I'm going to take vitamins. This one here is an immune boosting herbal mixture that Tommy makes for my iron levels. It's for just general health, boosting my immune system, all of this. This is the next thing I take after that. Every day is the same. This time. Now, does that sound boring? Yeah, it does. It sounds boring. Do I like living that way? It took adjusting, I think. But when you want it, you'll do it. I really, really want to get better as I get older. I want my skin to be better. I want my energy to be optimum. I've got to provide for all these kids and people and things like this. I want to kill it at my work. I'm just getting started on this thing. In my 50s, I think it's going to be the best decade ever. But it's going to be the best decade ever if I'm operating at my best. Energy is available to everybody. It's up to you how you design your life to take advantage of it. You produce energy, just like the PowerPoint for your phone. You produce it. So you've got to plug yourself in every day and pump your level of energy dependent on what you eat, what you drink, how you think, how you feel, what structure you got in the day. The ice bath's just out there. I've had an ice bath this morning, red light bed. I'm going to go do legs this afternoon. So when you go to the gym and use all this energy doing legs, that's going to come from somewhere. But I go and work out now, and it's short. You feel pooped after it, but I've still got plenty of energy for the day. Before I used to have to go have a sleep. Those little naps along the way, it's because you've got nothing left in the tank. I don't need to nap anymore at all. I don't take any naps whatsoever. And I go to bed on time, and that's the price you've got to pay if you want maximum high performance energy. It's available to you. The question is, can you be bothered doing it? Because all of this stuff is natural, all of this stuff you can order, all of this stuff you can get made. You've got to consult with Mick the Podman, consult with Tommy, take some time to understand it. But then you've got to be willing to apply the discipline and not step outside of that. Not go, oh, it's Saturday night, I'm going to have 10 beers. Well, that's good. It's going to cost you 2 days of energy, I reckon. I take testosterone just to keep my levels all good because, you know, in your 50s, definitely it starts to decline. I've learned all about it. I consult with the best people I can find. And then my job is to execute. So if you want it enough, you will do it. When you feel really energized, you want to get out there and just absolutely kill it. And your results will just keep getting better. You'll look how you feel. You'll perform how you feel. And life, I think, is abundant provided you're feeling great. Think about it.